I literally thought, I really don't want to do this, but Janet haunted me. She haunted me and haunted me. And I was so afraid to do it. I was afraid because one, I had to convince Jack to come and do it with me. I was afraid that if it didn't do well, I would take him out of the market for a week. And he at the time was getting 30,000 an hour to speak. Nobody in my team really believed that we could charge this much for a luxury retreat. So they didn't want to help me build a website. I'd never really spoken like this in front of people. And the kicker was that I was doing this for me. And that was really, really hard. Normally, if this was something that Jack had come to me and said, hey, let's do a retreat at your house, I would have been all in. I would have marketed it. I would have been excited. My team would have been excited. But because it was about me and covering my overhead, I felt selfish. And I was going to charge the company money to rent the
Mhm.
house. That was how I was going to make my revenue. So I struggled with it because it was just in that mindset still of like, how dare I charge the company to do this? And this feels so, it's all about me. When if we had done a retreat anywhere in Maui, we would have had to pay for a hotel or a house. It was crazy. So anyway, I tried to get out of it over and over. And finally, Janet was so frustrated with me. She had Chris, her partner and ex-husband, call me. And I've told you this story. I don't know if everybody listening has heard it, but it was in the beginning of Skype. And so Chris called me on my computer. And when it rang, I hit answer, but I didn't know that his big head was going to come up on my screen. And I was in a pajama top that was a little bit on the see-through side.
At the
So
beginning, I'll
just
never forget my first text I received. What's this?
exactly
Why would people be texting me when they can just call me?
right. I
Anyway.
Oh my God, I slammed the computer down. I was so embarrassed. I went and grabbed a sweatshirt and I was laying in bed. I was working on my computer. That's why it
Yeah.
happened. And so it rings again and I answered. And then Chris said, well, it's a good thing we're all a close-knit family. I was like, oh my God.